conversation, when you're having a conversation with somebody, but come to think of it, I need to do that. Yeah.
Come to think of it, I must go now.
Yes. Come to think of it, I must go now because it's 2:30 and I have to. Yeah.
Between conversation,
Yes.
thinking to do another thing.
Yes. It's in conversation. Yeah.
Okay, so
Good morning.
sorry.
He engaged in.
Responsible. Something like he responsible in something of do something.
He what?
Forced to do something.
No, not forced to. No, it means he willingly. He engaged in.
In May.
He engaged in conversation. He engaged in. He engaged. He involved himself. Involved. Yeah. Engage is involved. Yeah. But that's different to they got engaged. The young couple, they got engaged. They were going to get married. But he engaged in conversation. He engaged in sports. Yeah? You're talking about somebody. Sports. He engaged in crime or criminal activity. Means he got involved in. He engaged in good behavior. He was a criminal, but in jail he engaged in good behavior when he was in jail. Like at the moment, there are two people from Australia in jail in Indonesia for drug trafficking, and they are going to be executed very soon. But while they have been in jail, in prison in Indonesia, they have engaged in very good behavior, and so Australia is asking for clemency. Australia is asking that their lives be spared. So they don't want them to be executed because they have turned their lives around. But Indonesia is still going to execute them. Yeah. So they engaged in criminal activity previously, but now they have turned their lives around. You know, turn your life around. Turned his life around. He used to be an alcoholic, but he turned his life around.
Turned his life around.
Means he reformed. Turned his life around. He reformed. He changed his bad habits.
Change the behavior from bad to good.
Yeah. He changed from bad to good, yeah. That means he engaged in, and then he turned his life around. And the next one,
Teacher,
yeah,
please explain me one more time about engaged in.
engaged. He engaged in, he got involved in. He became involved in. Do you know involve? Involve. Involve. Engage. Participate. Or be active in.
Teacher,
Yeah.
the meaning of turn his life around is may not bad good, but it also mean good to bad as well, right?
Not usually, no. No, when you say he turned his life around, it's always from bad to good. Yeah. We don't usually have it the other way, no. If you say it the other way, you say he went downhill.
He went
He went downhill, yeah. That would be the opposite. He went downhill. From that would be from good to bad. Yeah.
เชิญตัวเนี้ยอะไร FARTI เนี่ยเหรอตัวอะไร
What's the problem?
เนี่ย
อะไรเหรอ
อ่านไม่ออกอ่าน
อันไหน
ตัวไหนตัวนี้ตัวล่าง involve อ่ะ FAR เหรอ
participate PAR
อ๋อ PAR
Participate, yeah.
ตัว F
ถามว่าความ
Involve, engage, participate in, be active in, yeah. Engage in.
went down the opposite of turn his life around
Yeah, is to go downhill, yeah. He was a good boy until he reached 18 and then he started to go downhill. Yeah, he went downhill.
went down to
Or somebody was making good progress in the hospital, but on Friday she went downhill and died. Yeah. Mm.
finally died
Mm, they were doing well and then yeah.
Teacher, please
Yes.
give me an example of he engaged in.
He engaged in conversation. He engaged in sports. He got involved in.
Please put it one sentence.
Huh?
How engaged in. Could you make in sentence?
He engaged in conversation.
Just only.
Yeah. He engaged in sports. He engaged in criminal activity. He became involved in, he participated in. He engaged in, yeah. Are we finished with he engaged in? This one is the opposite. He kicked. Good morning, good morning.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's fine. He engaged in those things and then he kicked the habit. He kicked the habit. What does that mean? He kicked the habit. Means he gave it up. He engaged in criminal activity, but then afterwards he kicked the habit. He had a habit of doing criminal activity, but then he kicked it. He gave it up.
He kicked up the party and use kick up.
No, he kicked up the party. No. He kicked the habit. It's in the moral phrase.
He give up his normal habit.
Yeah.
Usual habit.
He kicked the habit. Yeah, what he had been doing. Now, we do say he kicked the bucket. He kicked the bucket means he died.
Yeah. Change the habit.
Yes, yeah, can change habit. He kicked the bucket means he died. Yeah.
change the
Yes, he changed, yeah. He changed. He gave up that habit, that bad habit. He changed, yeah. Like, for example, somebody smokes. He was a smoker, but he kicked the habit. He gave it up. Usually that's how we refer to it. He was a drinker, but he kicked the habit. Yeah.
He kick it out.
He gave it up. He gave it up.
Gave it up.
Gave it up, yeah.
This also from back to good, right? This meaning is also from back to good. Back to good, right?
Yes, from bad to good, yes. He kicked the habit, or he turned his life around, yeah.
If you
It's from bad to good.
teacher, if you the another word not negative, it means the change. Another word not the habit.
Well, he kicked the ball, but that's for sport. That's not, like, this is more of an idiom. He kicked the ball.
It is an idiom.
Yeah.
Another word. Okay, not using
No. Yeah, this would be an idiom, more of an idiom, yeah. But he kicked the ball would be, the ball.
He kicked him.
Okay. Morning. Now we come to idioms, more idioms. Some of those were idioms. More idioms.